to know, striving to help you know. Because we want to make you know, so it's what, all you need to know?
Doug, I don't know. I've been back from vacation.
Where were you last week?
I'm living on Key West time, baby.
Where were you last week?
Key West.
Wow.
Had an absolute blast.
I was right here.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I got Wally pipped. I got replaced.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be here.
Folks, you are listening to Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. It's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. For all you need to know to be in the know, it's the Gazette Radio Hour. I already said that. It's the Radio Digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and Free Classifieds. And here we are. So it's rant time, John.
No.
John,
Easy, jeez.
Have you seen this guy that writes in our paper?
Go to
I let this guy write in. His name's Jazzo or Jazo. I don't know who he is, but he's as left as you can get. But I let him come in because I want to be a fair and balanced newspaper. Well, he's getting personal. He said, let's explore a capitalist healthcare example. You go in for, let's say, a procedure. I understand that elderly males like yourself, Mr. Ranter, should do that on occasion. How does he know I'm an elderly male?
Well, gee, could it be the fact that you're slightly right of...
But he doesn't have to get personal on me.
Attila the Hun, I was almost thinking.
But you know what ticked me off was he talked about, because I wrote about, we're $17 trillion in debt. We have no business adding on to that with this this health thing, boondoggle, and it's just going to add another
it's all gonna work
trillion.
Out, Doug.
Why are you so mellow on this?
Because I'm living on Key West time again, man. It's okay. It's all right.
So everything's good in Key West?
Everything's good in Key West.
Did you think about the state of our nation while you were there?
No, actually, I thought about the state of my intoxication. Let's get another drink.
Don't go there.
The state of the sunshine.
Don't
the state
go
of the
there.
Sand. The state of the beach.
Anyway.
It was so much fun.
All right, so you don't care.
I didn't care, but what was I going to care about?
How about the unemployment? How about
Well, that was better, wasn't it?
You tell me.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't better.
What the news said it was.
That wasn't better.
The stock market responded positively.
Yeah, and 49% of Americans get a check from the government, Doug.
Wait, time
49% of the check.
Wait, time out. Wait.
1 out of 3 people aren't in the workforce. What happened is the workforce numbers decreased. So the people, if you take the sample size of people who are working or could work, and you reduce that, of course the unemployment rate's going to go up. Come on. And the problem is government in itself. Thomas Paine said, look, government at its best is a necessary evil. At its worst is an intolerable one. And that's what's happening. We've got people dependent on the government instead of themselves.
What was the percentage you said?
49%.
Is that true?
Yes.
You're telling me 49% of the folks in the United States
receive some sort of government check.
Wow.
Or assistance. It's ridiculous.
Would that have anything to do with being $17 trillion
but
in debt?
What happens is even worse than that. People think they have a right to this stuff. Oh, we've got a right to housing. We've got a right to have food on the table. No, you don't. You don't have a right for anything that I have to pay for.
Is that anything to do with we have a right for cheap
cheap medical care?
Yeah.
No. If I have to pay for it, then you don't have a right to it. See, the problem, this is the bigger problem, okay?
Wow, you're ranting like me.
Man is not free unless government is limited. Do you know who said that, Doug?
Who said that?
Ronald Reagan, okay? It's a limit. It's a cause and effect. The bigger the government expands, liberty contracts.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How do we
Now you got me all upset.
I'm sorry. I love your ranting, though. I'm proud of you. What I call that is Santa Claus mentality.
Exactly.
That's how the president got elected, because so many people were afraid of losing that check that you were talking about, that they voted for him. I think that is still going to happen.
We have to look to ourselves.
I agree, but there's so many folks that don't want to lose that check. They're going to vote based on the check they get in the mail every month. That's how they're going to vote.
That's the sad state of the United States
How do we
today.
change that?
I don't know. But it's not the Tea Party thing. Because I think that's already
Don't get me started on Tea Party. I'm a staunch defender of the Tea Party.
And I don't have a problem
because
with it.
Tea Party is not a dirty word. People say it like they're communist.
No, it's not. But what happens is...
they believe in the way America was set. That's all it is.
But
the way it was founded.
No, Doug, hang on. Because we're not disagreeing.
Get 2 rants going.
Breathe. We're not disagreeing. What I'm saying is they've been pigeonholed. And they pigeonholed themselves.
Yeah.
What they need to do is say, we're not Tea Partyists. Forget the label. We're not Democrat. We're not Republican. We're Americans.
We want more taxes.
We want what our forefathers,
exactly.
our forefathers wanted.
Exactly.
We want less government. We don't want to give up our rights to the government, which is why the Pilgrims came here. Why we have fought the American Revolution.
Yeah.
Okay?
Why did so many people flee England back in the day?
Exactly. Too much government. The problem is that somewhere we became reliant on government and took it away from ourselves.
There was a Russian gentleman on TV the other day, and they asked him, "You lived in a socialist nation for a long time. How did it work for you?" He goes, "That's why I'm living here."
Yeah. And guess what? What's happening is government's taking over every aspect of our life. Let me ask you a question, Doug. Did you get a small business administration loan for your business?
Way back when?
Way back when. Okay. You repaid it already?
Yeah.
Okay. But without that, that's government assistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I paid it back.
But you paid it back. I don't have a problem with government assistance in a limited form. That's a limited form. Growing a business, you employ people, you pay your taxes, you do the things the right way. That's fine. And it's for a short period of time and a very good program.
I don't have a problem with helping helpless people. I have a problem helping lazy people.
Yeah. But not even that. Okay? You probably came up with this idea, realized you couldn't fund it yourself, and then decided to look to alternative sources. And this was one of the alternative sources. Great idea. Okay?
Right.
I don't have a problem with that. But the key to that statement is you looked yourself.
Right.
Okay? If you could have done it yourself, would you have done it without the government loan? Of course.
Yeah.
You would have found private funding.
Found another way, yeah.
Or you would have found another way. People are looking to the government first now.
To solve all
that's
their
the
problems.
problem. Oh, no, I lost my job. The government owes me a job. Oh, no, I'm going to lose my house. I can't pay for the house that I couldn't afford to buy in the first place. Let's have the government pay for it. That's the problem with the United States today. And that's not going to change.
Well, you know what else Ronald Reagan said was people look for government to solve problems. The government is the problem.
Yeah. You know what else Ronald Reagan said?
What?
It's time for a break.
Okay.
All right. You've been listening to the Gazette Radio Hour and John's rant for a change.
Proud of you, Johnny.
Yeah, there you go. On Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We'll be right back.